Wanted to look at these geometric sequences for the first thing we're doing as a part of our test review. Okay. So let's look here. How do you determine if a sequence is geometric? So what you should be doing is taking a second or any number that you pick. So if I'm looking over here at like number 2, because I got a little more room, and divide it by the previous one. So if I take 3 halves and divide it by 3, and then I take 3/4 and divide it by 3 halves. So I'm taking this one and checking it. And if I take 3 halves and I divide it by 3, I get 1/2. And if I take this one, 3/4, and I divide it by 3 halves, I also get 1/2. Okay, so all of these, if I take them, and you got to check more than one. I think a lot of people on this one, because a lot of people already know on a lot of these. Because they just look at them and think, oh, yeah, no, that doesn't work. Okay, but in this case, if I follow the pattern across the top, so if I'm down here now, this is the one that most common one that people got wrong. 512 divided by 128 is 4. 128 divided by 32 is 4. 32 divided by 8 is 4. 8 divided by 2, 4. These down here, 81 divided by 27, 3. 27 divided by 9, 3. 9 divided by 3, 3. Okay, and then this one here, this is actually 2/1. So 3 divided by 1, 1. So actually that answer is yes. A lot of people got that one wrong. So I think that's, you got to check more than one. It can't just be the eye test, guys, especially on a test. Something we can fix. Here's your geometric sequences. Okay. And it says write an explicit formula. Here's your explicit formula. Remember, that's your first term, and then r to the n minus 1. Same thing here. In order to find my b's, I just take any number, because they're telling you that it's geometric. Sometimes they might say, decide if it's geometric, and if it is, then write the equation. This one right here, they're just telling you, it's geometric. Write the equation. So I can take any number, divide it by the previous term, and that'll give me my b. Okay, so it doesn't matter which one I do. 40 divided by 200, 0.2. Any of these up here. When I work backwards one spot, also 0.2. Okay. Looks like everyone got number 12 wrong because it's not on your review. So good job on that. Kidding. Okay, so I'm going to edit out 15. It's not on your test. It's poorly written. So don't worry about it. We could sit here and argue about how to correctly do this one, whether you want to apply geometric sequences to it like it asks, or whether you want to use exponential growth and decay, probably like you should. Just a poorly written question, so throw it out, don't worry about it. If I emailed you the key, and this is from the 6.4 key, don't worry about number 15, okay? Here's our test review answers. Probably a little more important. Show your work on these. Common mistake right here. This is 5 to the 5th power. 5 to the 5th, not 5 times 5. Big difference. Down here, your asymptote, this is something people are doing wrong. So when I rush and make a key, I almost did it wrong. Y equals 0. Write your exponential functions. If it's growth and your numbers are getting bigger, then this number should be greater than 1. If it's decay and your numbers are getting smaller, this number should be less than 1. How do I figure this number out? Well, I just take any number and I divide it by the previous term. 3 divided by 1, 3. Or 9 divided by 3, 3. 27 divided by 9, 3. Over here, 64 divided by 128 is 0.5. 32 divided by 64, 0.5. This one comes over here. 16 divided by 32, 0.5, 1/2, so on. Okay. Important note on your test, when you it says explain your reasoning, you should be telling me that you're adding or subtracting each time, and it goes up or down by a constant number. Right over here, make sure that you include the multiplication part, not the division part, because if it's exponential, that means you are multiplying. So if this goes down like this one, you can't tell me that you divide by 4, because that doesn't mean it's exponential. Exponential involves multiplication, so you got to be telling me you're multiplying by 1/4 each time. Okay, more exponentials. Remember your formula is right in here, is this 1 plus or minus your rate? This is an important question. I suggest you know it. So here's your formula. Your initial amount, 1 minus the 0.15, so on your calculator, you would have put 0.85 raised to the x. Okay. Another one. This one's important. Suggest you know it. Some of these numbers are pretty nice. Wish anyone in the working world would hope that their salary would increase 5% each year. That's a pretty nice raise each year. And last, down here, it says, I told you to write a geometric equation next to your multiple choice answer. Some of you didn't do that. Make sure you add it in. Okay, down here I proved this one wrong because we multiplied by 3 first and then we multiplied by 4. If you have any lingering questions, then get a hold of me before you take your test. Okay, because once you take it, remember there's no retakes on a test, and we don't have to deal with that. So good luck, show your work, follow directions. Have a good day.